Well, I'm pleased to say that Amanda joins us in the studio now for a talk about the weather over the weekend. It's a bit of a pity, isn't it, that we've had all this festive weather over the last few days and now it's gone so soggy.
I know, it really has been a real contrast this week, hasn't it? So we started the week bitterly cold nights, and by day temperatures barely climbing above 4 degrees at Logan Botanic Gardens, for example. So very cold, but as you say, it's been a mild end to the week with temperatures well above average for the time of year. Now, if we take a look here, you can see what's going on. It looks like it will be largely dry. However, we've been looking at the charts. Obviously, everyone wants to know about Christmas. Is it going to be a... We could be drawing in a northerly airflow, and if that happens and we get the showers, well, there is the chance some places could be seeing some snow in places. But of course, it's a couple of weeks away. It's certainly one to watch, but in the meantime, it's mild and there will be spells of rain at times. Here's your forecast.
I had no idea there were quite so many elves running around at this time of year.
There were some helpful elves, never mind naughty elves at the start there. I would take those all year round, let alone just at Christmas doing little jobs.
But can they work their magic and bring back any Christmas weather? Because it's a bit soggy at the moment, Amanda.
It is a bit soggy, isn't it? But actually, I've been having a little sneaky look at the forecast going forward towards Christmas, and there is the signs that we may be drawing in a northerly wind, and if that happens, it's going to turn very cold, and there is a chance some of us could be seeing a little bit of snow in places. But in the short term, it certainly has been mild out there, hasn't it? I mean, if we take a look at this chart, as I say, a lot milder as we go through the weekend, but unfortunately we're also going to see a lot of rain. Here's the details. Hello again. Hope you're all having a lovely Friday so far. Well, last weekend we were talking about cold and wintry weather across the region, whereas fast forward to this one, mild, wet and windy at times. It's all down to low pressure dominating as we go through Saturday and Sunday. You can see as we go through tomorrow, we have got the system bringing outbreaks of rain, some of which will be heavy at times, and you can see the squeeze and the isobars to it is going to be rather windy. Then for many of us, a dry start to the day on Sunday. That's before the next system starts to work its way towards us, bringing another spell of fairly wet weather for some. Now, in the meantime, coming back to the rest of tonight, well, there will be rain on and off as we go through this evening. A lot of cloud around, but it's not going to be too cold tonight. In fact, temperatures staying well above freezing, so we will be frost free. In fact, by the end of the night, for some of us as well, it will be dry out there, a little bit of mist and murk around, but you can see waiting in the wings here, this next system that's going to push its way northeastwards as we go through Saturday. So once again, some heavy, persistent rainfall in places, potentially 30 to 50 millimetres of rain locally. So there is the risk, of course, of some localised flooding. And it will be windy, winds gusting up to around 35, 40 miles for us, although those winds tending to ease off towards the end of the day, and that rain eventually becoming lighter and patchier as we go through the afternoon. But you'll notice there it's going to be a mild day, highs there at around 9 or 10 degrees, and we'll see a bit more rain as we go through Saturday night. And as I mentioned earlier, potentially a dry start to the day on Sunday, but make the most of it. You can see this area of rain here will bring some heavy downpours and some more blustery winds at times. Bye bye. Hello again. So last weekend we were talking about cold and wintry weather across parts of the region, but for this one, mild, wet and blustery at times. It's all down to an area of low pressure. It will be in charge as we go through Saturday and Sunday. You can see it here pushing all these weather systems towards us, bringing outbreaks of rain at times. And you can see where we have to squeeze in the isobars. It is going to be quite blustery out there too. And then for many of us, a dry start to the day on Sunday. That's before the next system brings more spells of rain later in the afternoon. So overall, very unsettled indeed. Now for the rest of tonight, lots of cloud around. There will be some light and patchy rain, although for many of us by the end of the night, a largely dry picture out there, some clear skies, but also a bit of mistiness around tonight. But with all of that across us, that is going to keep temperatures above 5 degrees, so we will be frost free. And then for early risers, make it off to a dry start to the day first thing, but make the most of it. We've got the system, it's moving its way northeast, it's bringing spells of rain on and off as we move through Saturday, and it will be accompanied by some fairly blustery winds too, those winds gusting up to around 35, even up to 40 miles per hour. It should start to ease towards the end of the afternoon, but all in all, it is grotty out there, but temperatures are above average, highs there up to around 8 or 9 degrees. And as we go through Saturday and into Sunday, we will see a bit of rain at night time. Then it will be dry for a time, but as I mentioned earlier, I've got another system coming our way on Sunday, bringing further spells of rain. So all in all, it is going to be an unsettled end to the weekend. Do take care. Bye bye.